Hi guys, it's Chelsea from LBC Party of 5. Today it is just me. Chris's schedule has been a little crazy, so I didn't want to skip another week, and I did have something that I did have on my heart to share, so I figured I'd do this one alone, but we will be back together doing the next segment in our series. But today I gotta be honest with you, the past, I'm gonna say week and a half, I'm good now, but the past week and a half I've been like really in a slump and I could not shake it, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that goes through through these having my my moments and everything. Eventually I do bounce back, but in this case and in this situation it took me a while to bounce back, and it wasn't anything in particular because we have a lot of things that are going on. Yes, we're always busy, but I'm usually able to keep a handle of everything and make everything work. But in this case it was just I couldn't get out of it. Everybody could sense it, everybody can see it, like there just wasn't anything, something wasn't right with me, and I wasn't like feeling right in my spirit. And one of the things that I normally do go to, like I didn't start coming out of it until I was deep in my praise and worship, and that's what unlocked the window. I'm going to say it wasn't even the door, unlocked the window enough for me to see a little bit of a gleam of light where I can see that I could bounce back. But I was all in my emotions, just feeling like, my birthday's coming up, and I said it wrong in a prior video. I'm not going to be 32, I'm going to be 33, which isn't that old, but for some reason, I don't know why I thought I was a year younger than I really am. But that's coming up this month, end of this month, and with that, and I don't think it was just that, but realizing that I wasn't as young as I thought I was, and just like seeing Chris coming into his own, seeing the kids flourishing, and like their situation is pretty much, they're good right now, so is the baby, and I feel like I'm doing so much to make sure that everybody else is good that I'm losing myself. So I had a moment where, or like a week, like I said, where I was just so out of it. I felt like I wasn't where I was supposed to be in life. Like I would have liked to have been graduated by now. I do have a degree, but I'm going for my bachelor's, and if I took 2 extra courses it would be a master's, so we don't know where I'm gonna end at, but that's what I'm currently working on now, and it seems like it's taking me forever. Like I should have been done with this already. And just little things, like I just don't feel like, because I'm a mom, and when you have children, like your needs do seem to fall, the last thing in the bucket that you need to take out. You always put everyone else before yourself, so your needs always come last, and that's what I feel like I've been doing, and for the most part I'm okay with that, because I enjoy seeing everyone else happy, and I just enjoy that. I don't need to have the most flashy things. I don't need to have the newest things. I just overall just felt like I was losing myself, and that I wasn't doing anything for myself to make myself feel good and myself feel, beautiful as a woman. And I knew I was wanted. I always feel like that with the people that are in my life. With Chris, he always makes me feel beautiful and like I'm wanted, appreciated, but for some reason I was just not feeling it. So I had to really like soul search and dig deep and find out what the underlying issue was. And in this process I realized that I had to realize that God's plan for my life, although I know what it is that I want to do and what I want to be and what I want to accomplish, just because I'm not there yet doesn't mean I'm not going to accomplish those goals, and and meet my own needs. And it doesn't mean that. I had to realize that just because things may be not on my time and it may be delayed, it does not necessarily mean that it's never going to happen. It's not, delay does not equal, a decline, that my hopes and desires and dreams are declined. Because when I really had to think about it, every desire that we have, it's placed on us by God. So if there's something that you really want to do and it seems like it's impossible for you to reach it, if you have that desire, that's God given. And God is always going to make everything come to fruition. So if there's something that you have, it doesn't matter how long you've been waiting to do it, just do it. You need to walk by your faith. Use your faith. Because if He's put that desire in your heart and in your mind, it's for a reason. And there's no way that it could not be successful. So you can't listen to all the people saying, no, you can't do that, or you should have been done, did this, and any of the naysayers you could say goodbye to, because they're not for you. And sometimes you need that, because I do use that people saying that I can't do it. I love when people say I can't do something, because then it's like my inner purpose to prove them wrong. And I know I'm not the only one out here that does that, but I want to be the one to be like, see, yeah, I did it. You thought I couldn't? Here you go. I just did it. But yeah, just because there may be a delay, like in my example with the school, I just have to sit back and be like, okay, what is really important to me? Is it really that important for me to finish this? For me, that would be a yes. Anything that I start, I like to see it to the finish line. So what do you do? What do you do to make sure that you stay on track? Set realistic goals. Don't put a time limit on it, because God has no time limit. He has no expiration date on the blessings that He has for you. And whatever it is that He has for you is yours. You have to claim it. You have to take that, because if He puts it on you as your purpose, as your goal for your life, it's going to be successful. You are going to succeed. You just have to stick with it. If there is a delay, try not to get upset about it. Try not to get too hung up on it. There's a reason for it. If you're supposed to stay in a season longer than what you have expected, there is a reason for it. Stay in that place, because there's something that you're not learning. There's something that you're missing. And once you grasp that, then you're going to go on to the next level, from glory to glory. So don't step out of your place because you don't want to step out of your grace. Walk by faith. And another thing that I had to remember to do, and that is a good tool to start to do for yourself, to speak over yourself on a regular basis, and even speak over other people's lives. You have to speak good words over yourself. Don't stay in the doubtful mind, because that's not of God. You need to speak life. Speak life into your words, not death over your situations. And don't make it based on how you feel at that moment. Make it based on what God says about you. Because life happens, guys, and there's always going to be something, a roadblock. There's always going to be something or someone standing in your way. You just have to learn how to maneuver around that. And keeping the faith is a big part of that. But guys, it is not hopeless. Everyone has a purpose. God has a plan for everyone. Depending on what role you are playing, that's for Him to know and you to find out with time. But always go towards what your desires, what are placed on your heart, and follow peace. Follow peace. If there's something that you know doesn't sound right, and it's just red flags are going up inside your mind, inside your soul, like all over the place, then that may not be something for you. Listen to your spirit. You know when it's your spirit talking to you, because that's an internal, alarm that goes off. That if something isn't right, you need to back away from it, leave it alone, or just pray on it before you make the decision to do whatever it is that you're being pulled to do. I always pray over anytime that there's a big decision to be made, or just something is weighing heavy. I always have to pray over it and wait for my instructions before I make any next move. because I do have to follow my peace. If it is not right with my soul, I can't do it. And there's been plenty of situations as well where things would look so good, like all this is good, there can't be anything negative about it because it's just good news, it's just good things coming. And that may be so, but just because it's good doesn't necessarily mean that it's God. So listen to your internal alarms, listen to your spirit, and you will be guided to success. Whatever your meaning of success is, if it's God that's leading you there, it will be prosperous. It's going to be bigger than your wildest dreams, because even what we can fathom, He has better plans for us. So I hope I wasn't rambling too much through this, and I hope it made sense. I feel like I was all over the place. But next time, Chris will be back with me, and I hope you enjoyed this segment of Shine Bright. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.